Next for the ban.
Okay, so here's
hovering
the
group
here.
but banning it. I love that.
Of Luna, and so they want to. They really.
They
I
protect
think
Adam. Interesting. FlyQuest protects Adam. 100 Thieves protects Loki. Wait, does FlyQuest not play Loki? That's crazy. Loki's like the best healer.
Adam Warlock's save is going to force probably a Star-Lord ban here.
Loki's like the best healer in the game. There's no way FlyQuest doesn't play Loki. Grouchy Pants, thank you for the 10 gifted, brother.
To see him play.
Mantis ban.
It's gonna show us a true masterclass of this.
They don't want that. They don't want that triple res comp shit. But they don't want to ban. Interesting. They don't.
And now they've earned
they don't want to ban Star-Lord. So I'm assuming Light is gonna play
that well. But you're going up against North America's #1 in 100 Thieves.
Spider-Man, Wolverine.
Currently still being floated. It's not gonna get banned out, but there's limited options on strategists to play.
I mean, 3 strategist bans. Now what we see here is Mantis is getting obviously blocked out because it's not gonna be Star-Lord.
Okay, he's gonna play Wolverine, right?
From Adam Warlock, if that's what they want to protect there. There'd be a little bit of strategy. No invisible.
Oh no, Spider. All right, Spider-Man's coming out. Let's go. Oh yeah, we got a game on our hands.
I thought was going to be banned. TTK not unstrained.
5 strategists and ban saves. Yeah. Everybody hates the Tranks, bro. I find it interesting that they banned Luna though. I don't think Luna's that much of a problem, but maybe they think like. Maybe they think their supports are weak if you kind of break them apart.
Set the tone
I don't know.
The pace of this entire series on this defense. Light gonna be on the Star-Lord, and
they protect Adam and then don't play him. Well, they banned Mantis,
so Light doesn't want to go too far. Swapping now to the Bucky, which could be good for that neutral.
The more team up.
You saw in the previous series.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right, I guess, because 100 Thieves likes. Well,
Light has an important job, but you also don't want to pull the wrong.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what they were thinking, but maybe.
Important cooldowns are out. Looking out for Magneto bubbles, maybe a low.
Loki, yeah, I guess Loki and Luna is 24 seconds of nothing. That's fair. That's annoying.
Reviving Loki on Harvey here, the best Loki player.
You just get stuck with Cloak and Dagger when you ban Luna, and Cloak and Dagger is so dog shit. Because like they banned Inviswoman too, so now they just got to deal with this Cloak. Dude, they nerfed Cloak into the fucking ground. That character's buns. But like, if the bans go the way of that, you gotta play it.
Yeah, just holding this corner is the power position.
They need a new healer.
Bad. Gonna travel to, trying to take that
ooh. Did they get passive out? I don't know if they got passive.
Right, not playing together,
oh my god.
Splitting the head open.
Delena just got fucking worked.
The fight breaks down in FlyQuest.
Yo, those were really hard shots.
Have to deal with the clones too. That's a fun little side quest. That FlyQuest will
dude, watching makes me want to play so bad. Get me in the server, dude.
So you don't need to engage.
Yeah, the last time I saw this map, Delena loves to kind of go behind them and do a lot of flanking. If their team can mark Delena, that's going to be a huge advantage, as we do have Eternal Bond coming.
Gasklin is too far to Magneto bomb this Cloak, so they just kite it. They wait it out. This is pretty good for 100 Thieves, I think. Actually, kiting and waiting that their Cloak and Dagger ults did nothing. Or wait, sorry, wrong way. That was good for FlyQuest. Sorry, I was looking at it the wrong way. That was good for Fly. What? Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a 3-person stun hitting 100 Thieves, but FlyQuest invested.
Dude, look at this PvE. Kill the clones.
Minus the god.
The fuck was that lamp?
Impact happened so early in the fight.
Was anyone even low? I don't know why he lamped.
You're not gonna get the executions or the resets, but
ooh.
Man.
Oh, hella diff. Hella diff in the server. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. FlyQuest is dead.
To deal with the low-key clones, to find where those strategists are.
Uh-oh.
FlyQuest, their backs are against the wall. They used all their ultimates early, didn't get kills, so the ball is...
Dude, watching console player or controller players is so funny. The slow, methodical turn is crazy.
The Goddess of Death there found the Loki, was able to capitalize. 100 Thieves, nice adjustment there, able to push through and get the cleanup. On top of that, though, if you look at the ult usage, we do have a Wolverine ult ready online here, and Eternal Bond will be available for the next fight.
They're still playing Wolverine into the thing. They don't know, apparently.
Coming from the Hela as they get...
I mean, Wolverine is just that good, bro. Wolverine doesn't play poorly into the thing, by the way. Just because you can't grab him doesn't mean it plays poorly.
That'll be the time to take a fight. You never know when these kidnaps could also kick
like, look how much damage he did to the thing right there. Whoa, console spin. And no value.
TTK actually, and there's a big
Bro.
FlyQuest anchored in place, allowing these executions from 100 Thieves to go through. And even with the
God, there he is. This is the land buff, ladies and gentlemen. This is the land buff is what we call this one. 100 Thieves on land, FlyQuest probably not. Unless they are. Does anyone know?
Double kills there, and we saw Delina doing what they do best there, able to get some huge advantage. We had a miss there a little bit on the Meteor M and a great block, but altogether, what a fantastic snowball as Delinas. Look at this is position. They like
yes.
They love to stalk their prey. It's crazy. I love
they couldn't really touch anyway. It's not that big a deal. It does suck though because they're just getting absolutely abused right now.
Just only know the W key. It's 100 W's and FlyQuest flying for the hills, and they need a moment to stabilize. They need to fight back, but the Gasklin has been
so what Nuxter said on my team is he said if 100 Thieves loses the first map, it will be close. But if it doesn't go that way, then 100 Thieves probably just going to snowball. He was basically saying 100 Thieves is just it works so well with momentum. And then when there's a little bit of resistance, it's a little bit harder for him. But it's looking like 100 Thieves is looking damn good. Aye!
There we go. My goodness, it happened. We've got Terra going with the double kill. Harvey taking out the opponent.
Just absolute obliteration. 3 on 100 Thieves. 3 on. There you go. 4 on. Sure, fuck it. Everybody get on.
My gosh, that was fast.
Mid ult 2, I don't know, he just exploded like a supernova. FlyQuest, as soon as they have a moment to breathe, they get drowned. And look, 100 Thieves
dead.
Close the door on their attack, quite literally at being at the spawn room doors. But FlyQuest still has some life.
GG.
They've got CC,
yo, this is a fucking stomp. 3 minutes on the clock? 3 minutes on the clock, bro. Yeah. This is... Don't tell me this is going to be one of those situations where the Sentinels vs Shroud X game is the closest matchup, and then everything else is a stomp, bro.
What a race.
Say it ain't so.
My God.
Does Shroud even look at his chat? Bro, I'm spectating
Everyone's gonna bring their best.
some MRI here.
That was a 3-minute.
Take it easy. I only read my subs, by the way, so make sure you subscribe. Thank you, Alloy, for the sub. Frobe, thank you for the sub. Cloud96, thank you for the sub. I only read subscribers' messages. If you don't pay me and you don't give me money, I will not read your message. So make sure you guys subscribe. However you'd like. Could be gifted subs. It could be primes. It doesn't matter. Money's money. So
that's a tough reset you're gonna have to have as FlyQuest there, because that was near flawless outside of just a couple.
But I'm Twitch Turbo.
From 100 Thieves.
All right, I read Twitch Turbos too, because Twitch Turbos technically make me money too. If you get Twitch Turbo and Twitch Turbo makes it so you get to Twitch Turbo makes it so you skip ads, but the creator still makes money. So thank you, Twitch Turbo users. Lion Mouse, thank you for the gifted. You got to show your Turbo sign though. If you don't show your Turbo sign, I don't know if you have Turbo, so I can't trust you. Your emblem. Thank you, Larry.
The only moment felt like they had a second to coordinate a fight.
Wait, so many of you guys have Twitch Turbo? Holy shit. Oh my god, how is Twitch losing money? How many turbos are in here? Twitch is bleeding money my fucking asshole. Lock in. Are we gonna get a full hold from 100 Thieves? His name is 100T TTK. That's crazy. That's a mouthful.
Any sort of flank strategy going on. They seem to be taking down the middle here as we've got the fight clashing in right now as things begin.
They just need to make Twitch Turbo more expensive. Make it like $15 a month or something.
There's an attempt of a kidnap from Terra, forces out his passive, and he has to go back to safety. Meanwhile, FlyQuest don't look too perturbed, and they're pretty healed up. They're probably waiting for some ultimates to come through. The Cooper's been doing a lot of the healing.
It would still be worth it? Oh, for sure. Twitch Turbo is way too cheap.
And really, it's up to FlyQuest to pressure and get some progress, but how do you stop this Wolverine?
My goodness, I mean, look at Terra just do what they do.
If only my team was playing, they'd put up a fight. FlyQuest, what is going on? Lock in.
a huge reset to happen.
I will say it's a lot more relaxing when I don't have to watch my team play. I am stressed. I'm not kidding. I am stressed watching my own team. But I kind of like it because I live life like I'm on a cloud, you know? So, dude, that guy got owned.
Shutting down energy there from afar. Huge pickoff. And here it is. Kraken impact coming down right now. Is it going to make a difference? No. The light has been shut down.
Yeah, and the light goes.
This is kind of what we look like on Midtown. I'm gonna be honest. This is what we look like on Midtown against Sentinels.
Just adopting a new child.
Same idea.
And bringing them over to the imposter team. It's Delena getting headshots. Like, energy can't get any sightlines on this Hela. And is there going to be a compositional swap? You got to wait for these ultimates.
So the way to give money to streamers is to give money to multi-billionaires. I mean, Jeffrey Bezos isn't taking the money from Twitch. It's the employees that are getting paid to have a fucking job. So think about it like that. You know, help out some of the employees.
This is crazy. 100 Thieves is playing out of their minds right now, and that's what they play at. But we have the Eternal Bond coming in early here from Zealous to set up the fight here, able to get something going. A lot of ultimates on live, though, for 100 Thieves. And here we go. Clobbery top coming down. Meteor Rim about to land down. Can he land it?
Bro, they are... Oh my god, they are getting owned.
A good exchange, but the Magneto ults were eating a lot of that.
There's no ults left, so it's just a raw fight, but they're down 1 DPS from FlyQuest, so they should probably lose because there won't be enough damage. If 100 Thieves loses this, it's going to be kind of rough. It's not last fight, though. It's not last fight. We got maybe 2 more fights left. This one and 1 more. Ooh, this could be a big thing, ults. Oh my god, Wolverine. I wish I was good with this character, but I'm ass, so. He's probably so easy to play, too. I come from Counter-Strike, one of the hardest fucking games in the world. I could probably play Wolverine. You know?
No ultimates online for FlyQuest. We've got not only Wolverine ult ready to go, but Eternal Bond, and we have Harvey with the strategist. This is going to be a very tough fight to be able to poke through. 27 seconds to go.
Oh my god.
Toss of this Wolverine from the
it's a stomp.
In the air, and Harvey has been farming. Holy cow. And also, you can't even deny the heals that Loki does. The reason that these Kraken impacts from Light aren't maybe getting these resets is the strategists.
I gotta kill Venom insta. Unless Venom doesn't touch. Oh my god, owned.
Comes a Galaxy, and it's a full hold against North America's 3rd best team in FlyQuest. To humble them this early is
you think FlyQuest is 3rd best?
Overtime ensues. FlyQuest
Mamma mia, you watch yourself.
He had the
I think you misspoke.
To maybe try and put the red carpet down to some form of a turnaround, but it's a
3rd best my ass.
400 Thieves.
I don't think he gets any more perfect than how that was just executed. I mean, we
Shroud is 100% the most self-centered person on Twitch. Hold on, I need to Google what that means. Self-centered.
I'm just impressed with what that has got to be one of
limited to only caring about yourself and your own needs. Honestly, there's some half-truth to that. I care about myself a lot, but I feel like more people should care about themselves, you know? That's a good thing.
No one died.
That's a good thing, no? Self-care is important. Treat yourself. You know, self-care is important.
More damage, like, on paper than Delena and Terra, but the final blows tells the story that there wasn't enough focus fire from FlyQuest. The line of sight was so hindered from energy.
Well, that was
playing and attacking Hela so difficult. You have to
that was a stomp.
Bridge. You have to go around through the
that was not even fucking close. Like, I'm not kidding. There was nothing close about that match.
By the Wolverine, while trying to go up against Delena, who's one of the best Helas in the world. So I don't blame energy for having a struggle bus of a time.
Yeah, look, I know they're all in LA right now. They're all playing in LAN together, and they are having a blast. I mean, you know they're having a good time. There really wasn't a lot of momentum to be given there at all. And listen, FlyQuest, you can turn it around, but there's going to have to be something.
Why does it look like you can't touch the ground from the shadow?
Starters, because that was obviously not...
There's no way you could judge anything based off the shadow in my background. There's no way you could see... In what world could you tell anything here? In the shadow.
So it kind of depends. If
Oh, I think it's because I'm shaking my leg like this. I'm like moving them left and right.
That's the only chance FlyQuest have. But also just is a map friendly towards Wolverine and towards Hela. So that without the bans, you could try and uninspire.
You live next to a soccer stadium? No, that's my backyard.
I mean, I've got to see, ban everything. But I also, I got to say, I've watched a lot of this team perform. I follow them a ton in the Marvel Rival Championship, and I've
No,
seen
I'm
them
not
play
in a booster
together.
seat, bro. What is going on here?
advantage of
How is this
playing
turning around on me,
fully
guys?
for as long
Chill.
as they have. That's not
Chill.
just with the rivals, but that's 5
Remember, you're
years
watching
long
me.
now.
Chill,
They
chill,
just
chill,
know
chill,
each
chill,
other,
chill, chill.
through it,
Take it
you know,
easy.
and having everybody play their role to perfection nearly. I mean, truly to perfection.
Do I
We saw,
mow my own
Winning with that
lawn?
once,
Bro,
maybe
what?
twice.
I don't think I've
Wolverine
ever mowed a
is
lawn in
gonna
my
die
life.
eventually. You gotta play a little bit aggressive
I
to get
grew
that,
up
you know, the
living in
half village
apartments,
there, but,
so I didn't have a lawn to take care of.
we saw the master class. And we saw why they ranked at 1.
And then I moved to California, and they don't have lawns in California.
A single map. So watch these highlights, and we'll see after this.
Unless, you know, unless you're me, I guess. There actually isn't that many lawns in California. That was like, I was kidding, kind of, but like, there really isn't. Like, most of the spaces are tiny, so there really isn't room for a lawn. And if there is a lawn, it's so dry here that your lawn doesn't really need to be kept, like mowing it or anything, because most people just don't have grass lawns. It's pretty rare. They have turf. There's a lot of turf in California. A lot of turf. I used to have turf, actually. The first house I ever owned, I had turf. That was cool. I don't know. Something. Here we go.
More of just the tactics that they had planned. The Yggdrasil's path couldn't have gone worse in that direction. Great team, though, as we head into the pig ban phase. And right away, Thieves taking out Luna from the start, and I knew it. I knew that FlyQuest.
You're still going to Disney? No, but we will actually this week,
Magneto,
I think.
Shutting that down often.
Potentially.
Not surprised by
Possibly.
that. But will we see Loki protected on their side over here as they go for Adam, which means we're going to
Okay, so FlyQuest does not want to deal with that Wolverine anymore. They do not want that smoke.
Adam Warlock was protected and not
100 Thieves is doing the same ban.
The Loki is going to remain in the
Mantis
picture.
ban again or
Red
no?
Alert, Harvey.
Yeah, same bans.
This is going to be his playground once
which
again.
FlyQuest is probably still not going to play Adam because they banned Mantis. Maybe they will, actually. We'll see. And Bucky. Okay. Okay.
A Spider-Man or anything for light. You need to see light and energy pick things up, and the Bucky is denied away from 100 Thieves.
Wow, bit surprised
That's like,
by that,
I feel like FlyQuest, I'm gonna be honest,
I
I feel like FlyQuest is losing these bans and picks every single time. To like I don't know. In this case, this is interesting. Is Harvey gonna play Loki? They protected. Is Harvey gonna play Loki? I feel like Harvey's probably gonna play Loki, and he probably should. Because Loki's incredible, but he's not picking him. Did this game make you feel better about Shroud X? This game? Oh, no, I know my team's great. Bro, even FlyQuest is great, man. Yeah, they got stomped in one map. Who the fuck cares? We played Sentinels. We had a close map 1, a close map 2, and then we got stomped in the last map, bro. That is literally how it works in these games. Momentum shifts and everything. Like, it's all right. FlyQuest is not a bad team, by no means. FlyQuest is a great team.
There's that Loki location. Great spot because you can heal and have your team back up, but then also you have that offensive push, and they have to target them up above. Stop what they're doing and fighting and go and target those clones. So great position there as the fight takes off immediately. Terra bringing the heat with the dual pistols, taking down
all right.
all ready to get this thing started.
And they're getting shoved.
The gas all the way down, pedal to the metal.
Well, you guys wanted a Groot match.
An insane
Welcome.
goal from the Invisible
Groot
Woman,
is
and
here.
You can't even deny what Groot can do in that location of the map because it acts
God,
as a
watching
choke
this makes me want to play
point,
so
and
bad. I
wall
fucking
people
love this
off would've been
game.
another win
Fuck.
condition to play
I'm a
towards,
hero
but it was
shooter
as
guy.
easy as
Cringe,
that.
bro. What
400
happened?
Thieves.
I used to be
With
attack
FlyQuest,
shooter
look how
guy.
space
Now
they
I
gave
like
up just from
deadlock
losing one person.
and
Now they have a
rivals.
fight towards the end of
What the hell
point, and
happened?
that could be what tumbles things over for 100 Thieves to build the momentum like they did on the last map. FlyQuest are getting pulled once again, and Gasklin gets finished.
Yeah, unfortunately, no lanterns they could use there or runestones from Loki.
Oh
Already
my
have used it, and then
God.
Spark Chief as well. So they're not able
Oh
to
my
keep everybody
God.
alive.
Let's just
With the
reset if we're
ability that
FlyQuest
Loki
here.
does
Give
give
them this
there.
point. We
Huge
go for
cooldown.
next.
Vinny with the
Actually, they might
deep
TP. They might
Hail
TP.
Mary
They might have a
taking
last second touch
the
here.
Invisible Woman there, and that honestly, the Loki
Maybe.
cooldowns is something to keep an eye on, guys.
Maybe.
You see a lot of Loki, play a lot of Loki. You want to look for the green ring, as we do have a portal coming in.
100 Thieves is going to have their ults, and it's
And Sarah, though, has Legendary ready to go.
over.
Gets the pick on Light, gets the pick on Spark Chief. And here we go, Lemon. My goodness.
Bro.
It just feels
This
like
is a speed
they're
run.
showing us how to cook. There's a recipe for success for 100 Thieves to step up to pull the neutral fight so solid. Deletta,
match going to be done, or are they leaving soon?
if he could bend the knee, he would. 100 Thieves then cooking and giving us the Galactic Legend to end point A. But FlyQuest, they have some space. They have a moment to breathe. Something 100 Thieves did not gift them last time.
Chat, Hannah's family's been here for a week, and they are leaving now. So I'm really quickly going to leave you guys alone, and I'm going to say bye to them, okay? Because they flew far. They flew far to be here. I will be right back.
We do finally have that ultimate coming from Light. Legendary trying to get a pick off, but this is where the lanterns are important. The runestones from Loki. Terra then trades with energy. Massive pick here, and here we go. Let's see if we can get some finish picks here from 100 Thieves.
Zelos keeps the team safe with the invisible boundary, but as soon as that expires, 100 Thieves are on the hunt, and they have all of their strategist ultimates to use late. Harvey and SJP stepping up, a lot of sustain, but the lethal damage not coming out for 100 Thieves. They didn't keep adding pressure. They weren't as aggressive. Now Light is building confidence after that pick on Deletta. He's on the flank, and 100 Thieves are just grouping around their Loki clones to try and benefit from the confusion. Gasklin looking for the Kabod, and Slam to go after an aerial target is insane, and he will miss. Hunt and Terra dangerously low will rejoin the team for heals.
I mean, that was a good pick from Gaston. That is hard to do, to kill the Star-Lord just floating around there. And so trying to get the finish off was unable to do so. Light there, beautiful job taking down Delina. That is a huge bit of their firepower there as they're pushing in early. Terra trying to go for the pick here, but the Legendary does come out. The response to it, they have really not a lot to give. Delina, though, my God, 1-2. Vinny taking down Spark Chief, and there is one after the other, like bowling pins going down.
Delena is a mechanical god today. What are these headshots to just shut up Light permanently during that ult? And I don't know if Gasklin got to deliver maybe a bubble that could have helped some survivability, or maybe he wanted to pop the Invisible Woman ult just for more heals, but this is a tough match to watch. 100 Thieves are turning this into a sprint, and they're at point C with 4 minutes. This time bank is out of control, and so are 100 Thieves. Terra's even thinking about going for a flank, but he's not that insane. But he will just at least poke at an angle. Ton of bolts for FlyQuest.
All right, we're back.
Beautiful
Is it
use
still
of
a
the
stomp?
jetpacks here. I mean, all the
Is it
ults
still
are
a stomp?
available pretty much.
What's happening?
Getting a little bit of spine, going with the
No
Legendary.
way.
Wait, what?
Left side, and we're seeing him.
Wait, what?
The wall there. Beautiful.
Was that an accident? What the heck was that ult?
Early, and they're
Wait,
able to go
he,
off that.
I think he baited their ult. Yo, I think he baited their ult, bro.
Right now, and perfectly synchronizing with one another.
I actually think he baited their ult with that.
So sad. But and the strangling prison on top from the defense. Groups of 100
Delena
Thieves,
about to
not
go
most of
hard.
the team, but then you don't have a Magneto,
I
you don't
aspire
have
to
Light
be as
having
good
ult.
as this
There was just not
person.
enough damage from
Oh
FlyQuest
my
to
God,
capitalize
Delena's
on their
insane.
group play, and 100 Thieves are just
Aye.
stuffing them
Yay,
right
yay.
now with the leftover strategist ults left from SJP. Delena
This is
with a gossip
brutal.
death above. Terra's touching the spawn room doors.
Uh-oh.
This is disrespectful.
Terra with a little BM. Hopefully it didn't bite him in the ass, and I think it might have.
Seeing this come to light, the painting, if you will, being painted before our eyes, the masterpiece. I mean, listen, I've seen Delina play a lot. as of recent, and just the way they play Hella has been one of my favorite things to watch. An absolute delight here. But we do get a slight defense here. Can they hold them back? It's looking like there's a little.
Imagine they hold here.
Stopping here, but is it going to be enough to stop the legendary coming
into the lamps? Dude, it's so annoying. Loki's so strong that his lamps is like an ultimate. You know what I'm saying? He's that good of a character.
They have respawn advantage, but Terra identifying where this Loki is huge.
Was that worth it? I don't know if that was worth it.
Good trade from energy.
To be honest,
he needs to stabilize. He's playing next.
He got rezzed anyway because of the Hella kill. That wasn't worth.
Team now has to try and figure out where they are through this.
This is a really good hold for FlyQuest at the end here. Really good hold. Moon Knight counters Loki. I mean, Moon Knight's ass, so I don't know.
On angle, and Light is really stepping up for FlyQuest.
I mean,
Moon Knight needs buff. They nerfed him last time. They nerfed him. I don't even know why they nerfed him as hard as they did. It's kind of troll.
This match is all about taking down the Hella because the Hella rezzing the Lokis after eliminations is massive, and we saw that just a second ago from Fly. Now Cooper getting into the action. Cooper, fantastic support. Going one, not two, not three.
Yo, 100 Thieves. The cracks. The cracks are beginning to show. Wait a second. We might have a game here, ladies and gentlemen. We might have a game. We get a nice 2-0 here. FlyQuest walks it to the end. Go to third map. Let's get a series. Let's get a series here. Let's not get complete stomps. Let's get a nice series.
DPS because he's shut down, taking off angles. Light seems to be doing better with the mobility going on the flank. Although he did just get pulled in potentially by SJP, but does get bubbled, does get supported. Light will live. Galactic Legend from the offensive side. Terra is above, but it's getting eaten all by the Magneto ult from Gasklin, but he is at half health. They need to keep their Vanguards alive. This FlyQuest
they have nothing.
Team also has respawn advantage. What
and they still killed. No, that's so bad for FlyQuest. FlyQuest didn't have, or 100 Thieves didn't have anything for that Star-Lord ult. They still lost a player, and they never got, dude, that's... They didn't get any value from an empty, free Star-Lord ult. That sucks.
A little bit. And so that's what we were seeing there from Harvey, able to kind of counter that ult with the rune stuff, but also just then. Now we have the last bit of the map. This is the hardest.
Delena's gonna. Oh, that sucks. That's a terrible time for Delena to die. Delena had the ult to maybe be the difference maker in that last fight.
Trying to get healed up from Harvey.
Oh, damn. Very good hold from FlyQuest. Delena still might have enough time, maybe to get a good Hella ult. I'm not sure. Let's see.
And Spark on the Venom had such good Venom ult. It ate up a lot of the damage from 100 Thieves.
Oh,
but
Cooper.
There
oh,
wasn't
no.
a solid enough follow-up. FlyQuest gotta communicate.
Oh,
they gotta
no.
sync up. And
Wait. FlyQuest is trolling.
You gotta mark this, but
wait, what's happening?
In the sky with the goddess
AJ.
of death, with Terra following up on all the initial
Dude,
damage.
what the fuck? I think they got a little too hungry there. They were so far up. They gave like 2 picks.
Entire time bank to do so, but a finish is a finish. And remember,
that's tough. They had such a good Cooper. I don't know where Cooper was in La La Land, bro. But he was in La La Land because his team was also far up. He wasn't just there by himself. His team was also up in their face. So they had 3 members like really far up.
And I thought just maybe the stop would happen, especially after
one bad decision
there. But yeah, 100 Thieves able to close it down. 3-0 now. Can they respond? And this is what we saw earlier. We saw the offense get kind of shut down. Can they make that difference?
Playing on controllers crazy. I love it. Yeah, TTK is a solid tank.
There,
I don't know if TTK could DPS though. Yeah. I don't know if DPS is. I think a DPS will always lose to mouse and keyboard, but a tank could do it.
Super Galactic Legend
obviously.
From Terra that opened up point A, momentum kind of shifted back and forth, and Zalos is putting down these invisible boundaries as just a second to breathe and not as kind of a chaos starter, not as a one in the middle of the fight. So I'd like to see those in a more active situation.
Magic's alright on controller, but high aim like Psylocke has trouble. Oh, for sure.
And I guess one of the
I don't even think a support could play controller either. That'd be really hard.
Their game plan going forward, something that would be happy.
I seriously think tank is the only role that can do it.
Something that is okay to be isolated and has a lot of survivability. So looking out for that dive from FlyQuest if they stick with it.
Triple tank 100 Thieves on defense.
Being able to play his Groot here. And I gotta say,
with Delena being the only DPS on Storm, I like this. I like this comp. I actually fuck with this heavy.
Here we go. Defense online, ready to go. Battle having red away. TTK on Strange where he's comfortable. Thing play going as well. And this is going to be the first battle right away.
The slow turns is so funny. Cracks me up.
Comfortable in this early fight, and they're gonna have to run back to spawn to get healed up at this point.
Just good shield management from TTK, barely losing any health, and the focus fire.
Dude, the
is clearly
portal button is
better from
B?
100 Thieves, already getting
B is
2 or
the
3
portal
kills.
button?
This is gonna
Yo,
build
I
them
would
up to some really
accidentally
nice
hit
ult
that
charge.
every
Like,
single
look at
time.
what Harvey is doing, doubling what everyone else
What do you mean
has
B?
for ult charge. So that copy's gonna come up very soon, and 100 Thieves are denying any space and any off angle.
Oh,
because
no.
100 Thieves are playing this close, Energy has no sight lines to play with on
Oh, I
Hell.
love Storm. And Delena's got the goated skin. Fuck yeah. No way they just full ult him here.
This is going to be a very tough push here, especially in the early going, because they're going to keep playing this aggression. Why not? Vinny has their ultimate too. About to see an impression happen. This is about to get ugly unless we can see a huge change here from FlyQuest.
Oh, the Super Galactic Legend.
They have
there
ults,
from
it's
Light.
fine. Their
Zealous
ult is
protecting him
fantastic.
against Vinny's strangling
This is
prison.
favoring
So
100
FlyQuest are
Thieves.
stabilized, but
This
can
is favoring
they
100 Thieves
actually
so
fight
badly with their
back?
ults.
But it's
The
really
ults are so good.
chewing
Oh, great
them
kill.
up,
Great
and
kill.
100 Thieves, though, they are getting traded. It's not over yet. Magneto ult first from the attack. TTK waits for his own moment for the eye of Agamotto, and he could also stagger these ultimates if you're confident in the neutral.
And now FlyQuest has nothing but a Groot.
First of all, a lot of respect for him. Good,
And
elimination there.
I don't know,
TTK
it's-
with the block.
It's gonna be pretty hard to get a Groot off, but because you're just gonna hit the tanks anyway, like they did. Yeah, right there, right. That was a Groot ult. That was a Groot ult. It grabbed the tanks.
A little bit of response. Switch from Magneto. 2 straight. Cooper now taking out Vinny. Light. We've got one of everybody getting a piece of the pie here, and finally
That's crazy.
we got ourselves an
I actually
answer.
didn't think the
With a
Groot
little
ult.
bit of hero swapping, the job was done.
I didn't think the Groot ult would get that much
Takes down
value.
the Lina for
Seriously.
that last bit there. That was a good response.
Okay, I'm
I
glad
thought
we
the
get
Groot
to see a
ult
little
would
bit of
get
the map.
less
The triple
value than that.
Vanguard with
Because it's just
Storm,
grabbing
and now the
tanks, you
Luna
know?
goes back
But I guess
to
that
the
makes sense.
Hela,
You put the
the
Groot walls, block your
teleport.
healers, and then
Man,
GG.
you thought you had a moment to breathe, and FlyQuest
Oh.
just send it.
They're back! Just
Yeah,
like
this is
that.
Just Energy
FlyQuest
on
is back.
X2.
Good positioning here from Energy. Like where
I
they're
can't
at
see what's
there.
happening. There we go.
Opening up, I love the teleport. Just bringing it right back. They gave up a little bit of the map. And
Here
said, "No, too much for
comes...
us."
Oh, they don't need it.
Energy
They don't need
able
it.
to kill
They still have
and
hella ult to play with. They don't even need it.
eliminations coming from the
It's really
DPS,
good.
they're really starting to rise up.
Beautiful
And
stuff from Energy.
is
16-year-old
channeling
prodigy,
their
by the way.
inner Hela, because that was a massive bit there. Light's been
3 on,
playing
3 on,
sensational. I do
3 on
wanna
fly,
highlight
3
that.
on,
Energy
3 on.
Also there with the picks.
Bro, are we for real?
Challenging the TP and ending that fight.
There we go.
Now that Energy
I don't know
has
why people take so
some
long to
space
3
work
on.
with. Now that Light, the
Like, you're not
Galactic
gonna get
Legends are
anywhere,
proactive.
really.
It's
So you know that, you
FlyQuest
know, like, you're not gonna
trying
get too
to
much
match
space.
blow
You already
for
have
blow,
all
as
of it. You just
Energy
wiped all of
setting
them.
up on a flank angle.
And this
Has to
flank will be
careful where that
huge.
portal is. There is a copy going
He waits
down,
for-
and
Oh!
an invincible boundary, and
He
Harvey
killed him.
removed one strategist limited.
Okay,
heals
they
now
get
for
this
the
first point.
defense.
A first point goes
Yeah,
FlyQuest.
absolutely here.
That's good. We got a game on our hands.
What's available? Cooper though taking out TT.
Very good.
Gasket, it's looking like they're gonna be able to get this.
Nice.
Going. Gasket,
Nice. This is what I like to see. Let's go,
needed
Fly.
Switch to Doctor Strange. That
fucking
has
go.
been a bit of the difference here to get a little bit of space created. as
3
they
minutes
were
on the
able to
clock.
Finish out 100 Thieves on that.
Thought it was
point.
4 on?
And
No.
Look at that. I mean, it was looking tough.
No, no, no. That used to be in, like, closed beta or something. That was a long time ago.
That was highly needed.
It's like a year old.
Battle of 2 Eye of Agamotto's. Gasklin versus TTK of who can block each other's ultimates. You gotta shield
Oops.
manage extremely well against all the poke, the invisible, the just shield to help these Hellas stay a bit more anchored in these power positions. Energy staying at arm's
Light kinda has a
reach.
free
He's
ult.
getting blocked
Well,
off
not
by
anymore.
Groot's gonna be
Invis
forced
has
to
theirs.
reposition, and
And
their
disappear
health
or
are
no?
low,
They
and
don't need
Galactic
it.
Legend
They don't
out
need it.
first.
They just pop lamps.
Yeah, Light popping their ultimate.
They
now,
don't
but we
need
have-
shit.
they're popping it open. The
Oh,
Light taking
that's
the turret before the
unfortunate.
legendary happens, but the Agamotto channeling from TTK. Everyone staying alive though, being able to push because of the invisible boundary. Just clutch ultimate to shut down Terra there. Light with a big pick. No, my goodness, another Agamotto coming out from Gasklin. The Lina getting the kill on Cooper though, and the eliminations come from TTK. They're able to come back into this fight.
Yeah, the Eye of Agamotto saved by the
Yo.
invisible boundary, but you can't save
I need to take this
yourself
guy's
when
settings,
Delena
all of
is
them.
on the field. These
I already
headshots
run the
are
dot like he
insane,
does.
And look, he's even going towards their spawn.
You know?
So
Is the
such an
SDX match
important
over? Yeah,
stop
we were the
from
we were
where
the debut
convoy
of the
is
day.
at this point
And it was
of
a
the
damn
game.
fun
And
match,
Delena
but
has
we
the Goddess of
ultimately
Death.
lost.
That has stall potential. That's going to take focus away from the fight, along with the strangling prison from Vinny. And FlyQuest are coming up to some similar ultimates, but they don't have a lot of time left. 90 seconds.
With 1:27 and the amount of ultimates coming online, Delina going right now with the ultimate, not wasting any time. Goddess of Death going live. Can it be any picks from it? We're about to find out. And here's Vinny with the I am Groot. The imprisoned
Jesus.
We're taking on Terra, though, in a flop. We thought the ultimates were going to make a big impact, but instead, a little bit of a switcheroo here.
FlyQuest has a better ult, and they got a pick. They should be able to win this fight, walk it a little further. There's going to be one more fight after this.
I think the Loki might have copied like an invisible boundary because the healing was so important during these Vanguard ultimates.
Yep, they just need to leave.
Stabilize
they
themselves, 100 Thieves.
They have to get a kill here, though. They can't. They couldn't have invested that ult and not get something out of it. Oh no!
Isolate away from his team, and
they're gone.
Look for pulls. They look for more eliminations. Wagasklin able to equalize close to the Agamotto.
I'm here.
And Light unleashes with the Galactic Legend.
I mean, Sue Storm, you heard again. I just heard
they don't have anything for this Terra ult, but it's going to make it, maybe. It might make it. No way. Wait, actually, low-key kind of winnable for 100 Thieves, or FlyQuest.
And using the Legendary to their advantage as we go indoors to the last point.
Not a lot of time. 100 Thieves had 4 minutes plus at this area.
Is that the notorious Beanans? It is. That is her.
Flawless push, and how can you?
We have the MRC tomorrow, Hannah.
Is around, man, and he's got
we have the MRC and the MRI tomorrow. Delana's absolutely owning. Oh my! How did he? Dude,
you're gonna lose that every single day.
Bro, chat saying hi.
Gosh, got the very pixel at the end of that low-key cape, and Delina was able to take down Cooper there just barely.
That's good.
It's a tough little
That's good
here to protect from, because Delina's able to kind of rain
That's
down
actually
and
really
deal
good.
with everything over to the left. As you can even see Spider-Man there.
I wonder who we play tomorrow.
And saying, what is going on, Delina? What am I watching?
Well, we definitely won't play 100 Thieves because it looks like they're going to win this match. So
Delina's keeping their eye on that right now. And here we go, yet another legendary popping from Terra.
Just 50 seconds on the clock, and they can't leave their spawn.
That out. It's fine, right? Smile. You got to try and rotate over to the hallway on the attacker's right side perspective. So you avoid the line of sight.
Big Rudol, actually, very big.
And you catch 100 Thieves being greedy for kills. The Strangling Prison, but the invisible boundary.
Honestly, losing Terra is not that big a deal. Ooh, that's a pretty big deal. That's a huge pick.
Sniped down by Energy, who finally goes unnoticed.
Dude, there's no better feeling than being a Hela and challenging another Hela and winning.
But they're really going blow for blow.
Uh-oh. They both died because of that Groot wall. That sucks. Oh no. I think this is going to be over. He killed him. He pulled him to him and killed him still. That's a Giga Chad move. No way he gets away. And he gets away. Oh, it's over. There's just no way, right? This is going to be so hard. Groot ulted. Oh, GG. 2-0.
Just snowballing. They're rolling, and they finish the map.
100 Thieves is so good. Yeah, they're the best team for sure. For sure.
Set of rounds.
They're very good.
That last fight was so close when Energy
we could take
was
him,
able
though.
to diff Delena. When you had the attackers of FlyQuest get such a good string.
Dude, our team's great.
On the entirety of 100 Thieves. FlyQuest needed to come
we
together as a flock, and they simply did it.
So now that means 100 Thieves is for sure playing Sentinels tomorrow in a rematch in the MRI. They played in the Marvel Rivals Fight Night thing, and 100 Thieves owned them. Little rematch?
Terra with 35,000 damage on the Star-Lord is so impressive.
They were trolling with their 3-tank comp? No, it was good. Dude, what do you mean they were trolling with their 3-tank comp? They literally stalled that first point for like 2.5 minutes. That's so good.
Look at the stats across the board.
Being able to shave off 2+ minutes on your defense is incredible.
And they did not break.
When y'all fight 100 Thieves, they gotta ban that Hela. That shit is ridiculous. Yeah, Delena's very good.
They were the team to fear for a reason, and we saw it. You have so many players playing.
I don't know what my team would ban against them, but there's a world in where we technically don't even match. We'll see.
In the multiple decisions he has to make, on a given game. And we
So
saw
now
what
that we
happened
played
with
those two
Purple
matches, it
coming
was the winner
again,
matches. Those
disappear
first two
after
matches of the day were all the winners
That
from
was
yesterday.
everything we hoped
Now
it
these
would be,
last two
but,
matches
you
are
know,
going to
I
be
gotta
the
say,
losers from
Thieves
yesterday.
is the team to beat,
And
we're gonna
potentially
see some
now,
more matches,
FlyQuest
against
is one of the
them.
teams
I'm
that lost
excited for it.
today, so we could play them
Yeah,
tomorrow.
they even
And we
kind
can
of were
also
giving
play
us
the winners
content
of
with the
these next
triple
two
Vanguard
matches.
store
So we could
setup
play
at
against
the very
Nightmare,
beginning
we
to
could play
hold
against Ratty
spawn,
Sports, we could
like,
play against
I
Envy
don't know, they're
again. I don't
reinventing
know if
the
they
wheel,
would do
just
that
having
though.
a
I don't
bit
know
of
if you
fun,
can.
but 100 Thieves, they're
Maybe
so
actually.
hard to ban against because they just pull out all the stops. Didn't fully stop, like, oh my god, it wasn't a full hold compared to map 1. FlyQuest were able to break through because 100 Thieves were strangling them, but weren't choking them out fully. So FlyQuest, we got to see what
You
they
can't
were
play
made
Envy
of,
again.
able to win
Okay.
some of these fights on map 2.
So then we'll probably play.
It
We'll
is a
play.
2-0 for 100 Thieves.
You know, it'll either be FlyQuest or it'll either be FlyQuest or it'll be whoever wins. If Envy wins, I guess we can't play them. Maybe we can. I don't know. I wouldn't be so sure. I feel like you could have a rematch. But FlyQuest, maybe Shikigami or Nightmare or Rad.
About potentially, most likely.
Which sweet.
And that's what is going to be interesting when we now see. Now that we've seen a bit from these top 4 teams, can you tell me? Obviously, 100 Thieves we have at the top there. But what do you have now?
Are you laughing at what the guy
Sentinels
responded?
Into 3, which would be.
Are you laughing at the
Shroud?
response? Talk your
Now,
trash.
would it be, FlyQuest after what we
Oh,
saw?
my
It's-
response.
It's really tough. That number 3 spot between Shroud X and FlyQuest is kind of up in the air for me. But I'm also kind of keeping my eyes out as Nightmare, my dark horse for this whole bracket. Just considering they went.
No, we should do it
to
for my own
3
channel. I think
rounds
it's fine.
against
I don't think it.
Sentinels,
I don't
and
think
we'll
it
see
needs
later
to be
on
from its own
today,
channel.
Now that Nightmare is
Dude,
going up against Shikigami.
my Twitter is not even used for anything. It's just used for like sponsored streams. So having a purpose with it and using it for more eyes on Marvel
I like their tweet too.
is great.
This one?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's a good one. Was this one right here? Nope.
That's so good. They're such good sports too. Like
Yeah, they were really good sports.
That's cute.
I think most of these teams are good sports. They know when to troll and they know how much to troll. You know,
I
they
thought
don't.
Your tweet was a good sport tweet. Like I know you lost, but like
Yeah.
if you even won, like they both were good.
Yeah.
You know. You can make fun of yourself.
Making fun of myself is great. I do it every day.
True. You hungry?
I just realized we don't have that second mic anymore.
It's been gone. They took it.
Oh,
Even though we wanted to keep it.
we wanted to keep it. Why'd they take it? It's cool.
We have one. I can set up for you. I'll do a mic.
We do? Yeah, because I don't know if they can hear you. The boom mic's nice because like then another you could be here and they'll just hear you clearly. You don't need to yell or anything.
I know.
What team matchup will be competitive? These two will be competitive because these are the two losers of yesterday.
Rude.
That's not rude. I mean, that's just what happened. These are the two teams that lost. They should, on paper, every single match should have been competitive. The first one was. The second one, I mean, 100 Thieves is just that good. And these two should be competitive. The only one that I don't know. They might not be, man. Envy is super strong. They might just like own Rad. And I mean, this one might be close. Nightmare versus Shikigami. I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna suck if our match is the only close one and everyone else is just a blowout. But
Tarek left his hoodie.
oh yeah, Tarek left his hoodie. Wait, we could use it
To do what?
to do something to Sentinels. I don't know. Yeah, Tarek left his hoodie. It's a Sentinels hoodie. He left it.
We should get his DNA off the hoodie,
Clone him.
and then
Make him make a video
make him make a video talking trash
about Sentinels. Yes, 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 yes. Did Tradox play yet? Yeah, we were the first game of the day. Does Tarek smell good?
I don't know. I didn't smell it. You want to smell it?
Yeah, I'll smell it. Does Tarek smell good? Let's see. Smells fine to me.
Like good or fun?
It smells fine. It doesn't smell good. It just smells fine.
Now you know.
Now you know. Mike went in for seconds.
Fifths, maybe.
The seconds and thirds.
You smelled a lot.
Why is there a plant in the middle of the room? Because we want to get rid of it, and we that's about as far as we got it. We want to get rid of it, and we got it about that far, and then we gave up. We gave up and forgot, so it's just in the middle of the room. Yeah. We have a lot of plants in this house, and we're currently in the middle of a purge where we are getting rid of all the plants in this house. Not all of them, just most of them. We just had a lot of plants, so we're thinning the plants in this household. Yeah. Yeah. Your family's gone. I know.
Like,
what are you gonna do?
nothing.
You go back to Shroud X work.
I am. And just, maybe I could get my rank back up. Did you tell chat?
Did I tell him? No. Hannah hasn't played Marvel Rivals in like 2 weeks.
Because my family's been here.
And she deranked from Eternity, like what, 100? 150?
Something like that.
The Eternity from 150 or something, all the way down to Celestial 2 or 3. Every day she doesn't play ranked. She was Eternity like 100, and every day she doesn't play ranked, it deteriorates, and it takes like 20 elo over and over and over. So she went from Eternity like 150 down to Celestial 2, and she's almost Celestial 3, because each day it just keeps knocking it down like 20 elo.
The days I don't play, it'll like knock down my elo, so I just gotta get it back. Like what?
You gotta get your elo back. You're a Celestial gamer now.
I'll probably just go play a game. Hi. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I saw Gomez's cat. Zeus. I saw Zeus.
I like Zeus.
Noko said Celestial Gaming's not fun.
None of it's fun.
None of it's fun. even One Above All gaming's not fun.
But we do it.
But we do it. We
We live in it.
we live in it. We thrive in it.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That's my water. We got 2 more matches. The next one is Envious versus Rad Esports. Envious is the team we beat yesterday, so we'll see how they do against Rad. Be interesting. Rad. Someone typed in the chat, in the Rivals chat, has Hungry Box played yet? What the fuck? You only lose Elo in Eternity and One Above All, nothing else. Oh, so she won't go lower than Celestial 2? It'll just stay at whatever she is? Oh, did you guys see that on Twitter, by the way? They did the, let me try to find it. Twitter, how am I going to find this? How am I going to find this? Oh, here it is. Oh, I actually found it.
Where'd you find that?
I just Googled rank distribution, Marvel Rivals. So this is the rank distribution of Marvel Rivals currently on the PC only. So there's 547 One Above Alls. There's 1.7 thousand Eternities. Celestial 1 has 1.8k. Celestial 2 has 4.4k. Celestial 3 has 13.2. And then Grandmaster has a lot. Grandmaster has 12.1k in GM1, 20.5 in GM2, almost 50,000 in GM3. And this might not even be updated. This post came yesterday. This might be from like a month ago. Like this might not be current or recent, but this is what it looked like at some point. Which is kind of crazy. There's 1.2 million people in bronze. Almost 2 million. Actually, almost 2 million actually in total of bronze. But that just means you don't play the game. The reason why there's 1.2 million people in bronze 3 is just because they don't play ranked. Vinny interview. Oh, shit.
Team's goals to learn and improve on during this part of the weekend?
I mean, we do want to improve, but we also do just want the top seed. Like, we're not playing to lose.
Okay.
We're not
Yeah.
playing to try anything. We're just strictly playing to win.
Yeah. Vinny, I've got to ask, listen, you've been playing with these guys now for about 5+ years. You guys come from console to keyboard. We've told about that story a lot. How cool is it to be all in the same room together, getting a win on this stage, and then also being signed to 100 Thieves? I mean, this has got to be just a dream.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I met these guys. I've known them for some of them as long as like 7 years. And I met them for the first time when we all just came here. And it was all just really comfortable. It was like nothing happened. It wasn't awkward or anything. Because I've known these guys for so long. And especially representing 100 Thieves, this was our first choice, like since we started the org. Or started our faction and looking for orgs. 100 Thieves was always the #1 choice.